Shanika Leelapon.
My name is Pavini Punset.
Today we will present about
Travel to Koh Sarai mobile application.
Are you ready? Let's go!
Travel to Koh Sarai. Project motivation. Currently, the tourism in Thailand is the main industry in the promotion of income. A survey statistic of foreign tourists in 2014 in June was 22.59%. There are variety of tourists in Thailand, especially the Koh Sarai Stone. There is natural resources in tourist place in Texas. This motivates for foreign visitors to visit Thailand. Therefore, develop a mobile application that will give information of attraction, accommodation, and restaurant in Koh Sarai. Also, that will facilitate security for tourists. Project objective to recommend information and navigation map about attraction, accommodation, and restaurant in Koh Sarai to help and facilitate specific foreign tourists, and the application can be used offline. Project benefits. The mobile application appropriates introduces foreign tourists about attraction, accommodation, and restaurant. Scope of project. User group is foreigner. Function has important information. The mobile application can be used offline. It is focused on foreign tourists. Tourists can use map, navigation map, and feature video about attraction, restaurant, and accommodation in Koh Sarai. This is project plan.
Project methodology, system architecture. User or tourist can use the application. It sends GPS by smartphone. User can find information about location and then send the data to local storage. The local storage sends the request information back to the user. This is system process. This is software procedure. Start working by check GPS enable. If the user disable GPS, system will let user turn it on. Whenever GPS is open, go to home page. In home page, the user can select function. This is GUI design or storyboard design. Home page, map function, video, attraction, accommodation, restaurant, and menu.
Project resources. Development resources. Hardware resource. Desktop computer and laptop computer. Smart device. Software resource. Phone gap or Cordova. Xcode. Intel XDK. iOS. Microsoft Windows 7. Android. Deployment resources. Hardware resource. Smartphone. Software resource. iOS, Android.
Software testing. Test case identifier 1. Use case tested 1. Part of fault criteria. The test select on attraction menu that show information on attraction. Input data, select an attraction. Test procedure. Step 1. Tourist input data on correct expected result. An application show information on attraction for tourists such as travel data. Step 2. Tourist input data of incorrect. Display not need of tourist. Test case identifier 2 use case tested 2 part of our criteria the test map that show information on attraction accommodation restaurant nearby the current location input data location test procedure step 1 tourist location of correct expected result and application show information on attraction accommodation restaurant for tourists. Step 2 tourist location of incorrect. The application cannot to use map function. Test case identifier 3 use case tested 3 part of false criteria. The test select on video menu that show future video about attraction, restaurant and accommodation in the Koh Sarai. Input data about accommodation for tourists. Test procedure step 1 tourist use video introduction expected result and application show the feature video about attraction accommodation restaurant for tourists. Step 2 tourists don't select see the video introduction and application don't show video. Software maintenance activity 1 identification tracing the location attraction accommodation and restaurant of tourism may be mistake and discrepancy. 2 analysis of information presented will not affect the user the application usability issues such as obvious information. 3 design form appropriate for applications such as easy to understand function work how to select using color to match application in use. 4 implementation the error correction programming code to make it work common correctly. 5 system testing usability test of application in its user. 6 acceptance testing the edit and improve accepted occur deployment of the application. 7 delivery provide a support system during operation of the user. 8 maintenance management fix a system crash that can result from the system design and coding. Software excellence and quality management 1 faulty requirement definition. First, some of the functions in the system doesn't meet the requirement of user. Second, check the survey user requirement. Finally, then the satisfaction of user. 2 client developer communication failure. First, the language used in the system some user may not understand. Second, add up the various language to enable user to understand. Finally, user can use fluently. 3 deliberate deviation from software requirement. First, user don't understand the software requirement. Finally, learn from those who have understanding. 4 logical design error. First, the developer lacks 5 coding error. First, caused by a lack of prudence to examine. Second, always check coding or coding error draft. Finally, can use system. 6 non-compliant with documentation and coding instruction. First, navigation isn't available but in documentation can be used. Second, find out other method to configure navigation in coding. Finally, navigation is available then compliant with documentation. 7. Shortcoming of the testing process. First, document review and correct errors that occur instantly. Second, consult to specialists and correcting. Finally, testing process again. 8. User interface and procedure error. First, procedure error, especially in complex software system, may be incorrectly direct the user with respect to the activity required and then use the button in the GUI user misunderstands, such as don't put the button. Nine. Documentation error. First, metadata not insufficient to the user requirement. Second, find more data. Finally, user satisfaction.
Thank you for your attention.